एक स्पेशल लॉन्च पर है जो कि है Veerhood का लॉन्च. Now what exactly is Veerhood? Let's find out about that with its founder Baljit Gill. Hi Baljit, how are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, good. So tell me a little bit about Veerhood. What exactly? I hear it's a clothing line, but tell me more.
It's a clothing line. It's a clothing line focused on promoting our culture within our community, and it's really about promoting our culture within the younger generations. A lot of our generation, especially the younger folks, don't really have an idea about what's happening in our Punjabi culture. So what we're trying to do is, through apparel, is try to tell stories that will appeal to the younger generation. People that, cool looking designs, modern looking designs that all have a meaning and substance behind them. So what we're trying to do is create shirts and create apparel that tells the story of our rich in history that we have in there. And that's what we're trying to do, is just trying to get the younger generation excited about being Punjabi. Right. And that's our primary goal. So we're starting with shirts and t-shirts and other apparel. And slowly, as we grow, we want to grow and work with the schools, work with the local communities, work in different aspects on how we can promote ourselves.
Right, right. Now, and was that your idea? Like, how did you think of this?
It was I have two daughters, 15 and 11.
Yeah.
And you know what? They love listening to English music. They love listening to Drake and Rihanna, and I like that too.
Right.
But I find they're not really interested in our culture. I'm like, what's going on? What can I do as a parent to help them look over here and look at our culture?
Right.
And when I was young, my parents were taking me to the Gurdwara and stuff like that. I never got an interest because it's preachy.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I was telling my wife, I go, what we have to do? We have to make our culture cool. Make it cool, make it trendy, make it like social media, make it like it's hip and cool to be Punjabi.
Yeah.
And so that's why I started it, because at the end of the day, I want my daughters to really be proud of their roots, their heritage, and I just want that instilled in them so that one day they can do the same for their children.
Right.
That they can pass on our culture and our history, because our culture isn't in a lot of museums, isn't in a lot of books. It's told by our grandparents,
right,
to our parents,
yeah,
to us. It's our job and my responsibility to make sure that my daughters can do the same for their kids and their kids.
Right.
And I find that this is a way to do it, to make it cool, make it hip, so that they want to go and want to take more interest in our culture.
Right. And what about for you? What do you like about your culture?
It's rich. It's amazing. Our culture has started so many things. I was talking to our keynote speaker today, Pardeep Singh Nagra, who's here to speak on behalf of the event. Sikhs were fighting in World War I. We have been, part of Canadian history. We've been part of British history. We've been part of American history. There's so much that we've done. We look at, the Avengers, Marvel movies, and they got the Incredible Hulk. You've got all these cool people, but we have people like Baba Deep Singh, Baba Bahadur Ji, right? We have all these amazing individuals that have cool stories like that. Like, that's what interests me, right? Like, it's amazing. Like, we have
and these are real stories.
Real stories. Yeah. It's amazing. Mainstream media knows more about our culture than our youth.
Yeah.
Like, there's, it's amazing. Like, people know who Baba Deep Singh is, but if we were to ask anybody locally, they would not know who he is. Right. And he's the equivalent of the Incredible Hulk. So that's what excites me, is that we have such cool history, such cool backgrounds and traditions. Why wouldn't I get excited?
Right.
But if I get excited, then our youth will get excited, and that's the key for me.
For sure. And tell us a little bit about today's event. So what's happening tonight?
Today's event's a celebration. It's been 4 months since we've kind of been working on Veerhood, and today's our official launch. And we want to invite people that are like-minded, like Soch. Their Soch is wanting to promote the culture, wanting to really get it out there, especially locally in the community. So today is about celebrating. One of the things that our community and our culture gets a bad rap for is when our Punjabis are in the news for violence, drugs, and negativity.
Yeah.
We need to change that path. We need to do a 180 that says, we're having an event. People here are here to celebrate our community, and they're focused on promoting our culture and promoting our history. So let's celebrate that, and let's show the world that, it doesn't have to always be negative. And that's why we're having the event today, to show the positivity that Veerhood's going to start with, and we're going to continue for many years to come.
That's awesome. So congratulations on the launch, and good luck for the future.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys coming out.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.